Good morning, Sunray Explorers. Welcome to week 8 of kindergarten ELA. This will be our last week of new content. After this week, we're going to be expecting you to just go back, see if there's anything you missed, fill in your gaps. And we're so proud of all the work that you put in this year. And I know it's been hard. Thank you, families, so much for helping us out with all of this. And I'm hoping I can help you out a little bit with this little video. So this week, we're starting off with ELA with Choose to be a Champion. Champions need warm-ups, and it is time for you to get out of your chair and stretch your body. Are you ready? If you choose to sing and dance along, you feel a little more like a garden spider. Challenge accepted. Let's get ready to sing and dance.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
Well, that's cute. That was one of my favorite songs when I was growing up. Phew, hard work, but you lived up to the challenge. Spiders are creatures that eat small bugs that might harm plants. Spiders are great to have around a garden. They keep garden plants healthy. Now that your body's all warmed up, it's time to warm up your tongue. Listen to this tongue twister and then try saying it to yourself. Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries. Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries. I bet they say it again.
Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries.
Say it 3 times fast like a cheeky rabbit. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to try it. Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries. Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries. Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries. Oh, that is hard. Now say it 3 times slowly like a chummy turtle. Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries. That's definitely more my style. I'm only gonna say it once. You can say it 3 times. Now let's say it like a chatty pirate. Hold on. Arr. Gotta get the pirate voice right. Arr, arr. Charlie the Champ chooses cheese and cherries. Oh, that was kind of fun. I don't know if that was my best pirate voice, but it is definitely fun. You know what? There's a lot of ch's in that. That's what we learned last week. CH. Boom. This week you're going to be able to identify that 2 letters make one sound. I'm kind of betting money that it's CH says ch like last week. We're going to be able to describe connections within a text. Easy peasy, we did that last week too. And use our describing words to expand sentences, those sparkle words. And we're going to be able to use drawings and sentences to show what you think about a topic and provide reasons. Word work, choosing the ch. When the letters C and H come together, they make the ch sound. These letters are like being together in the beginning, middle, and ends of words. Chaz the cheetah, that's the beginning, has brought more cheerful ch words to share today. Chaz has both nouns and verbs in her collections. Let's look at what she has. Remember, a noun's a person, place, or thing, and verb is an action word. It's what we're doing. Oh, cheer, teacher, that's me. Beach, oh, I love the beach. Chat, nachos, lunch, chair, touchdown, and pinch. Chaz has used some of these words to make a game. Let's give it a try. We're going to read the ch words out loud and tell somebody, or just tell me, I'm right here, if the word is a noun or a verb, and then we're going to sort it into the proper category. Here's the anchor charts Chaz brought us to help us refresh our memory. So here's our nouns. Let me zoom in here for you. These are like your people, your animals, your places, or your what? Pet sandwich. That's a noun. Those verbs are those action words like swimming, throwing, hiding, dancing, jumping, stretching, playing, flying, waving, or singing. Action words are verbs. All right, we're going to play our game. We're going to say each word out loud. You're going to tell me if you hear the ch sound at the beginning or the end of the word, and then we have to sort it to whether it's a noun or a verb. It's a lot. Can we do it? Yes, we All right, I knew we could. Bench. 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 The ch is at the end. Do you hear it? Bench. Now, is the bench doing something? Like, I mean, is that an action? Is it something we can do? Or is it like a thing? Person, place, or thing? So it's a noun. A noun. Noun. Yes. Ooh. Cheetah. Cheetah. Is the ch at the beginning or the end of the word? Cheetah. It's at the beginning. Now, big jobs today. Is that a verb? Can you cheetah? No. It's an animal. That's going to be a noun too. Cheese. I love cheese. Cheese. Is that at the beginning, the middle, or the end? The beginning. Now, is that an action? Maybe only when you say cheese for the camera. But there we have it as a noun. It's a thing. Pinch. Pinch. Did I say the ch at the beginning or the end? That's right, at the end. Now, is it a noun or a verb? It's an action word. He's pinching his nose. He's doing something. That's a verb. Chop. Well, I just did a hand motion. It's like an action. So I think this is a verb. But where's that beginning? Where's that ch? Is it the beginning or the end? Chop. Do you hear it? Chop. I hear it at the beginning too. So we're going to throw that verb over here, knowing that the chop's at the beginning, the ch. And crunch. Ooh, this is hard. I mean, the apple itself isn't the crunch. Crunch is kind of what you hear when you bite into it. Crunch. Do you hear the ch at the beginning or the end? Crunch at the end. Yeah. And I'm going to go with verb. I mean, when I crunch into an apple, it's kind of like an action, right? Fingers crossed. Terrific job. Your brain is stretching. We're getting smarter. That's exciting. Okay. Ready to read. Artsy plants. This reminds me of Smarty Ants, which I hope you guys are going on to because Smarty Ants is one of the most important things. I know my class has gotten the certificate a couple times. Have you gotten a certificate for your class on Smarty Ants? All right, well, I digressed. We'll go back to this. Ready to read. Artsy plants. Plants help our world, and they are also fun to look at. They come in so many shapes and colors. Some people even use them to create art. Look at the many ways people can create art from plants. Have you ever made something using plants or other materials you found outdoors? Give it a try. This little girl looks like she's gluing them on. Looks like it's fall. Oh, this one's drawing right on the leaves. Look, he's got white and yellow paint. That's very pretty. Oh, what a beautiful flower heart. Gorgeous flowers out of leaves, who knew? Oh, he's carving right into the tree. Look, you can see the nose and the smile. Very neat. I didn't know you could do that. Maybe that's something we should ask your parents about first. I wouldn't give that a try. He probably is unprofessional. So you try it. Go to the park, not carving the tree, please, but try making some art from things that are right there in your backyard. You can either go to the park, your backyard, or another outdoor location with an adult and collect materials to help you create art. We even live in Florida. If we go to the beach, there's seashells we can make art out of. Make sure you choose your items carefully. For example, do not pick any flowers to make art, but if there's one on the ground, it may be okay to use. Ask the adult to help you choose the materials from nature you can use to make art. You might choose small rocks, some pieces of grass, or some leaves you found on the ground. Glue the materials you collect onto a blank page and make your own creation. I would love for you guys to take pictures of your creations and send them to me. I love seeing everything you do every week. It makes me so happy. Not a requirement for grading, but I think it sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, now we're going to be reading about connections. Connections are everywhere. I say this all the time. You can find connections between things every day. When you're making art, maybe you thought that other things that plants could be used for. Maybe you thought of another time that you used things like that. Making connections is when something you read or something you do makes you think of a past experience. What's Penelope saying? This makes me think of. This reminds me of. Making connections can also help you connect with what you learn from your own experiences and from what you read. When you learn about how to grow plants from a book, and you know experience that plants need water to help them grow, you can learn how to make your very own garden. Look at the pages from the book we read last week, Gardens in the City, and read about how the ideas on each page are connected. Oh, this is kind of neat. You can just drag this back and forth. Remember, you can do this on your own too. Learning about how to take care of community gardens can help you learn how to grow your own plants at home. What a neat connection to make. Let's think about it. Think about a different book you've read. We've read a lot, guys. That has helped you learn more about plants and gardens. What did you learn from Gardens in the City that helped you know more about gardens? Think of one or two connections you can make between what you learned from this book and a different book or of your own experience. Well, I know when we were in our classroom, we read Eric Carle's The Tiny Seed. And then there was The Garden That Jack Built. I think that was the name of the book. We learned a lot about gardens then. We learned about gardens that have food and gardens that are just flowers, about all the different animals that can live in them. When you go out in your own garden, what animals do you see? Make those connections. Plant art. Penelope made a book to show you some of the different types of art she likes to make using plants from her garden and different places she has visited. As you read today's text about different types of art made from plants, look for connections between two different pieces of information in the book. You might think the following: this reminds me of another piece of information in the book, or this is different than another piece of information in the book. Remember, what you know about the vowels, consonants, and digraphs when you read. Use the 5-finger trick to help you read and learn the meaning of new words. I don't remember that 5-finger trick. Let's click this. Oh, these are important for when we're helping us read. We're going to look at the parts of the word, like ox. Look at that picture. Look at the letters you know to help you find those sounds. Look at the words you know. And look at the root word, beginning, middle, and end, and retell. That is a good 5-finger trick while we're reading. This book is called Plant Art, and it's written by Harry Weston. Today, I think I'm going to let Harry do the talking, or whoever read it for us.
Plant Art, written by Hillary Weston.
Hillary, guys.
You can make different types of art with plants. Plants can be made into dyes. The dyes are used to color cloth and make paints. Leaves and flowers can be used as stencils. They make neat patterns. Wood carvings are made from different types of trees. Some carvings are big and some are small. Some vegetables can be used as stamps. Plants are amazing.
Plants really are amazing. It looks like he's using an apple here as a heart. So sorry, Hillary, great book about plant art. Those are some very interesting ways to make art using plants. In the book, it was a potato. I thought it was an apple. A potato is used to make a stamp. I know from experience that an apple can be firm and hard like a potato. So I was able to make the connection that apples can also be used to make stamps. What connections can you make? Wow. That's so neat. Let's share it. Find that person you know. Think about the connections you can make with the information in the book. Have you ever used leaves as stencils? Could you use flower petals instead of leaves? What other fruits and vegetables could you use to make stamps? Can you make carvings with plants other than trees? Print out and complete the plant connections activity below and then share your answers with a friend or family member. Here's the connections. This is not required. It's highly recommended. Just keep those kids thinking, writing. I know you can do this. What does this text make you think about? What does it remind you of? And what is it similar to? Fill this out, upload it with your other assignments, or send it to your teacher. Once again, this is not a required activity. I think this is probably the breaking point after this, so come back here tomorrow, check your timestamp. I'll be here. Writing workshop, adding sparkle. Adjectives are describing words that can help you make sentences sparkle. When you use adjectives to describe your nouns and verbs, it makes your sentences more detailed and interesting to read. Let's read the following sentences. The boys waved. The cat has a tail. The mouse jumped. These sentences are a bit boring. It's hard to use your imagination to picture them, but you can help them sparkle by adding describing words. We could use small, little, tiny. Let's try it. Write the sentences above into your interactive notebook. Then add 1 or 2 adjectives to each sentence to help make them sparkle, and read your new sentences out loud. Adjectives are fun to use because they can bring a sentence to life and make it more exciting. Try your hand at some amazing adjectives. So, since we really don't have our notebooks ready to go, let me talk about and give you some ideas. So instead of saying the boys waved, you could say the cheerful boys waved, just like the friendly boy in the wheelchair last week. Or we could say the twin boys waved. Then we would know that the brothers would look alike. We could say the cat has a long tail, or the cat had a fluffy tail. You've got 2 different pictures in your head. The mouse jumped. The gray mouse jumped. The brown mouse jumped. Adding those extra adjectives really helps. Let's play the activity below. Adjectives are, oh, we already read that part. Look at each adjective and decide which noun it describes. Whew. So here we have a picture of a giraffe. We have an apple and we have a sun. So if we were to use the word bright, would we say a giraffe is bright, or would we say the sun is bright? Have you ever looked up at the sun? Don't do it. But have you looked at the sun? Like, no sunglasses? Bright. I think this word goes with the sun. Sweet. Well, have you tasted the sun? I don't think so. Have you tasted a giraffe? If you have, I don't want to know about it. But if you've tasted an apple and found out that it's sweet, boom. Red. Is a giraffe red? No. Is the sun red? Maybe orange. But an apple can be red. What other colors could an apple be? Those would be adjectives, sparkling words too. Wild. Not anything I would use to describe the apple or the sun, but I would definitely describe a giraffe as wild because they live in the wild. Yummy. Once again, please don't tell me if you ate a giraffe and told me it's yummy. I don't think the sun's yummy either. What's yummy? Yes, an apple. Hot. Has anybody ever eaten a hot apple? Maybe hot apple cider. Just like a hot. I don't think so. Giraffes, are they hot? I mean, it might be warm. I mean, if you pet a giraffe, maybe. But the sun is hot. Shining? No. You can have a shiny apple, but I don't want to say the apple's shining itself. It doesn't create its own light. The sun is shining. Tall. Giraffes are tall. Crunchy. Don't tell me about this giraffe you ate again. Where would crunchy go? Apple. I thought so. Spotted. Sun? No, I don't think of it as spotted. Apples? I mean, sometimes they have little spots, but that's not the best word to describe the apple. Giraffe. That's what I thought. Orange. Ooh. The sun is yellow, but sometimes it's orange. The giraffe is orange with brown spots. We're just going to land it here. We're going to land it here and just see what happens. Fantastic! You chose just the right adjective to describe the nouns. Happy dance. Ooh, ooh. We're just so smart. Even you giraffe eaters. Oh, goodness. Cleaning the copy. And I saw some of you guys as sloppy copies last week. Now we're going to clean it up. Theo's been working on writing his opinion. He wants to share his ideas about what will make the community a better place. He is almost done his writing. Theo thinks about what he has included in his writing. He shared his opinion, starting with the phrase, "I think." He has given 2 reasons to support his opinion. Chaz is looking at Theo's graphic organizer about how he thinks his community can be better. She thinks his graphic organizer looks great and wants to see what his sloppy copy looks like. In Theo's graphic organizer, he wrote down words to help him plan what he was going to help him write. His words helped him plan his opinion and reasons. He wrote his ideas in point form. You did that too. This is the first page of Theo's sloppy copy. He used a capital at the beginning of his name, but his writing's a bit messy and so are his images. Scribble, scrabble, written by Theo the Panther, illustrated by Theo the Panther. I can read it, but it could be a little neater. I like when those letters stand tall and straight or sit nice and fat on those lines. Theo used a capital at the beginning of a sentence, but some of the words do not have proper spaces. There's not really good enough space here. He drew pictures to show his opinion, but the coloring's messy. His sentence continues on the next page, but he doesn't need to end punctuation. If you're in Miss Davidson's class, you know that I call this leaving ghosties. When you color in that tree, you want it all the way colored in, no little white ghost specks in there. Get all those ghosties for me. Here, Theo used a period at the end of his sentence, and he used 2 adjectives. Yes! His writing's still a bit messy, and so is his coloring, but Theo can fix that in his clean copy. Because they will keep the community nice and clean for everyone, period. Okay, Miss Davidson, take this. Not my favorite. Not my favorite one. I know that Theo could do better because he's so smart. On his last page, Theo wrote a capital at the beginning of the sentence and used one of the punctuation pals at the end. He also used a little bit of color, but he'll need to use more color and make it look nicer for his clean copy. Remember, Miss Davidson's rule is 5 colors, and you can't just go with each of the colors. Nice, colored in. What color's the sky? What color's the grass? You got more than one color on your face. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Let's check and see if Theo remembered all the elements he's supposed to have in a sloppy copy. Did Theo's sloppy copy give an opinion? Well, let's go back and look. Yep, can we clean up days? Can I click that? Yes. Did he give reasons to support it? Yeah, better because they'll keep the community nice and clean for everyone. People also work together to help each other. Yep, there's some reasons there. Does it have a title? Let's go look. Making my community better. Yep. Did he use describing words? I know they said he did. I'm trying to find that. He used 2 adjectives. They will keep the community nice and clean. Nice and clean. Adjectives. He did it. He used some sparkle words. And does it have uppercase letters at the beginning and proper end punctuation? Looking. His sentence is going to the next page. He doesn't need it there. I mean, I think he did that. When you're explaining your opinion, you need to use super sentences to share what you think. Using super sentences will help to make sure others understand your opinion and reasons. Remember that to make a super sentence, you need to include all of the features of a sentence. The features of a sentence: an uppercase letter to start the sentence, a verb or a what that the subject is doing. The bug walks in the sun. Uppercase to start, we've got a verb or a what, or our action word. We have a subject, the who the sentence is about, and we have punctuation at the end. It's time to put all that information to good use and make your clean copy. We're going to stop there. Your sloppy copy, double check it. Some of you did not put enough adjectives in there last time. You want to make your sloppy copy, all those corrections on it, and then all you have to do is take your clean copy and copy down just the correct parts from your sloppy copy. You don't have to think of anything new. As long as you already had your adjectives in there, you're good to go. And you're going to make sure your drawings are super neat and clean. Colored in. You know you can do it. Make sure you use your best handwriting. And when you're done, draw a picture to go with each of your sentences. Remember, your picture should help add detail to the reasons you gave for your opinion. You can draw the 3 pictures under your sentences. And you're going to use this checklist. Do the pictures you drew support the words? Are there any extra details in the pictures that help the reader understand your opinion? And did you use your best handwriting? So here's the file. This is your clean copy, brand new. And remember, if you don't have a printer at home, you can use regular paper. Make sure you leave a spot for your picture though. I want a title. I want it to just sparkle and be awesome for you. We've been writing all year. I know this is possible. Now, share it. Think about whether or not the pictures you drew help support the sentences you wrote. Think about the details you included in the pictures that will help the reader understand your opinion better. Show 3 details from your pictures to a friend or family member and explain how the pictures support your opinion. What did I learn? Our lesson summary. In this lesson, you saw more words and practice making connections. You also learned more about descriptive words and how they can be used to help you improve sentences. Sentences can sparkle when they have adjectives to help describe nouns. You can use these kinds of words in your writing to keep it interesting. You now have a clean copy of your opinion writing, and you know what it takes to share your opinion with others. Let's do this. Match the words to their pictures. Cheetah. Bam. Sandwich. Bam. Pinch. Boop. Cheese. Yes. We know all of our ch. That is excellent. What is your assignment? It's time to show what you know. You're going to complete and submit your clean copy. And this is something we've worked on for 3 weeks. And we used to do a writing a day when we were in the classroom. So I want this to be super good. State your opinion. Give reasons for your opinion. Use your super sentences. Use adjectives to make your sentences sparkle. Include a title and your name. Because even though you're submitting it through your account, we have to remember when we go back to school in the fall, we're going to need to remember to write our names on everything again. So here's another. There's a little rubric you can look at. You don't have to print or attach this rubric. It just lets you know this is what we're looking for to see that you get all of your points. Make sure you followed all of this. And I think that's it. This has been so interesting of a year. I really want to take the time to thank the families who have supported their children. You guys have become rock star teachers. It is a job that we know you didn't go to school for. We appreciate everything that you're doing. We miss these kids so much, and I hope you know that. And I'm very sad that this is our last video. Your jobs for next week will be to wrap up anything that you haven't done yet. If you need help finding those things, please message your teachers. Thank you for everything, and have a wonderful summer.